Hello everyone. In this video, we will provide a basic overview as well as a walkthrough on setup and configuration of the Connect Stratos MS basic field transmitter. This device is meant for single channel measurement of Memosens pH, ORP, conductivity, and dissolved oxygen sensors. Let's take a moment to turn the transmitter over and have a look at the I/O that we get with this transmitter. The Stratos MS is a general-purpose single-channel device for the measurements of Memosens pH, ORP, conductivity, and dissolved oxygen. Here, in looking at our inputs and outputs, we can see terminals 1 through 4 is our Memosens channel 1 sensor input. This device also comes equipped with two 4 to 20 milliamp outputs, as well as two relay contacts, which can be freely configurable for alarms, high-level or low-level values, as well as a wash contact for automatic cleaning of the sensor. Another nice feature of this device is that it is universally powered, so anywhere from 24-volt DC up to 230-volt AC can be used to power the device. Let's go ahead and install our new Stratos MS transmitter and walk you through the setup and configuration. The Stratos MS can be installed in a number of ways in the field, including wall mount, post mount, or as you see here, a panel mount option. Let's go ahead and apply power and start the setup and configuration process. The Stratos MS has a multicolor backlit display, which includes a red screen when the transmitter is in an air state, as well as a white screen when the transmitter is in measurement mode without any errors. Our buttons on the faceplate allow us to toggle through the menu navigation, view more information or error codes, as well as go back to the main measurement screen. We will begin our setup and configuration by pressing the menu down arrow. Next, we will scroll to configuration and press enter. Here, we will set up our sensor. We will press enter on sensor, and it prompts us to select our unit for temperature measurement. We will select degrees Fahrenheit and press enter. Next is our default calibration mode. The Stratos MS allows for automatic calibration, manual calibration, or data entry. We will select automatic calibration for this setup. Under automatic calibration, the Stratos MS allows us to choose from multiple different buffer sets that are readily available on the market. The preset temperature tables for these buffer sets are available in the Stratos MS manual. We will select option 2 for Connect Calimat buffers. Next, you see our calibration timer. The Stratos MS allows for a static timer to be turned on or off for scheduled calibrations. It also allows for checking of the Memosens tag. This feature is beneficial for ensuring that properly tagged sensors are used with specific transmitters. We can also allow group checking with the MS technology. The group checking allows us to group our Memosens sensors and define which group can be used with our Stratos MS transmitter. Next, we will move to configuration of our 4 to 20 milliamp output. We will select output 1 and range it from 4 to 20 milliamps for pH measurement. Pressing enter here, you will see our begin value, which is equated to our 4 milliamp value. For this video, we will set it from 0 pH to 14 pH, which is the default. The Stratos MS does, however, allow a span from -2 pH to +16 pH. Here, you will see our filter time. This is also referred to as dampening, which allows us to smooth out any peaks and valleys in our 4 to 20 milliamp output. We will leave it set to the default of 0 seconds. Lastly, we have our failure mode. This determines what we want the milliamp output to do when we were in failure of our Stratos MS device. By turning this on, we can drive the milliamp value to 22 milliamps in the event of a failure. We can do the same when our Memosens Sandfoss icon turns to a frown. Rounding out our setup and configuration of our output 1 is our hold mode. This feature allows us to select what we want the transmitter to do anytime it is in a hold state. As you can see, we can select the last usable value, or we have the option to select a fixed milliamp value. We will configure it to the last usable value and press enter. This rounds out the setup and configuration of output 1. Moving further, we could set up output 2 for a parameter such as temperature. Next, we have the option to set up a solution temperature correction. This feature is utilized when wanting to compensate online measured values to a known reference temperature. Moving on, we have the alarm setup. By pressing enter on alarm, you can see we can define our delay time before the transmitter goes into an alarm state. The default value for this is 10 seconds. Pressing enter, you will see the option to turn on or off our Sandfoss on the main measurement screen. We recommend leaving this feature on. Lastly, you will see our Relay 1 and Relay 2 contacts, which are freely configurable by you, the end user. Finally, it is very important to set up our clock for our date and time on our Stratos MS transmitter. Here you can see we have the option for 12 or 24-hour format. Now that we have configured our Stratos MS transmitter, we can connect our Memosens sensor and begin measuring. With our sensor now connected, this completes the setup and configuration of the Connect Stratos MS transmitter. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions regarding the Stratos MS or any other M4 Connect products, please feel free to reach out to us.